Hi everybody, Amazing Atheist here. It seems like a lot of people didn't really understand the web snarf video that I made earlier tonight. A lot of people didn't seem to quite grasp what I was so pissed about. A lot of people seem to think like I attacked web snarf for no reason. And then a lot of people seem to misconstrue the reason for my anger. Like I was really insanely pissed off about his little satire video. How dare you mock me? I will destroy you. No. I don't care about that video. The video, I mean, most people who watched that video didn't even know what it was about at this point. In the social climate that gave birth to the idea of that video, it would have made sense. But they took too long, the climate changed, and it doesn't really make sense anymore. It's no longer topical. But they didn't care, they made it anyway. This story really needs to be told from the beginning, because it's obvious a lot of people didn't keep up with the whole thing. And really, no one could keep up with the whole thing because there's too much shit going on behind closed doors, and no one really knows what the fuck is happening. But I'll tell you the whole thing from my perspective. Alright? I started the ASU. You know, dun 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 dun, all that stuff. This is not a movement for ivory tower intellectuals. All that stuff. And of course the people were like, oh God, no! Not extremism, no! We fear you. You're just like the Nazis, you are. So yeah, we had a bunch of paranoids react really poorly to that, and I was like totally puzzled. I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? I mean, you can do what you do, I'll do what I do, and we can. It seems like there's enough room in this movement for different points of view, but apparently they disagreed, and they felt our point of view had to be virulently stomped out. Die, ASU! Die, you extremists! Well, this'll teach you to be extreme! Die, motherfuckers! You get the irony here, right? So, basically after about a month of being pelted, misunderstood, going through unfortunate shit from so many fucking sources, at some point during this time I learned about Web Snarf's little video that he was planning, and you know, Captain Awesome's going to be in it, Nick Gisburn's going to be in it, and it's going to be all making fun of how paranoid One Less God and Exiled are. And that's phase one of the plan. And then in the next phase, you know, I come up to defend Exiled and One Less God because we're all buddy-buddy at the time. They all descend upon me, basically, start fucking stabbing me with their knives, you know, et tu, brute, you know, that shit. The Emperor is fucking stabbed by his senators. I am the Emperor. So basically, that was the plan, as it was laid out to me by my operative, working on the inside. Not really an operative, just my friend Hardcase, who learned of their insidious scheme and even planned on participating. But basically, actually, I think it wasn't even so much an anti-ASU video as it was an anti-One Less God video. But see, they misrepresented it as an anti-ASU video to him, and eventually his conscience got the better of him and he ended up telling me. This is all stuff that's been made public, by the way. I'm not betraying Hardcase trust or anything. He made a video about what he did himself. Just in case any of you are out there watching for betrayals and so forth. This is just a recap of stuff that everyone could have already known. But it needs to be told and you know, whatever. You get what I'm saying. So, I found out what was going on, and I just said, fuck it, it's not worth it, you know. The ASU, it had, you know, a few people. I mean, we had about 200 people that were interested, but about 10 that actually seemed really interested. And there were some really good people involved. You know, Jason Hoblin, really fucking brilliant guy, good web designer. I think he's going to put out a video pretty soon explaining some of his role in the ASU and some of the problems that arose. So I would subscribe to him because he's a really smart guy too. Rabbit Ape, definitely, you know, Bubba is pretty fucking awesome. I haven't seen him post a video in a while though. And plenty of others. There were quite a few people who were very supportive of the idea. Unfortunately, it's really weird. It's a really weird fucking paradox that I started a supposed extremist group and attracted some very polite, very reasonable people who just really wanted to see the end of religion. But the anti-extremist people went after us with a fucking vengeance. They were the fucking true extremists in the scenario. They were so fucking adamant that we had to be stamped out. And their little satirical video, I mean, it's so hard to convey to you how damning that video would have been in the social context of that time. You know, because we all have such short memories now. We can barely remember what things were like a few weeks back. But if that video had come out with Captain Awesome, with Gisborne, with all these prominent atheists, basically mocking us, it would have just fucking destroyed us. I mean, because we were already hanging in there by a fucking thread, so I just threw in the towel. I put out a video, I said, you know, ASU's over, sorry, better luck next time, you know, we'll try it again when people are ready. And I put that video out, and, you know, people were good, most people were good sports. Most people were like, okay, well, you know, I'm glad you came to terms with you being wrong and all that stuff. And I was wrong on quite a few things. I don't think I was as wrong as a lot of people seem to think I was, but that's neither here nor there. And a lot of people said, you know, we're good sports, and they said, you know, all right, well, nice to have you back, amazing atheist, no hard feelings. And I'm like, fine with that. Because, you know, I know sometimes people find themselves on opposite ends of the ideological spectrum and have little squabbles and shit. And that's fine. And then I put out a video to WebSnarf. I basically said, you know, WebSnarf, ASU's gone, one less God is left, exile has left. There's really no point in you making this fucking video anymore. Would you please, just in deference to me and my pretty much pleading to you, not release this video? Would you please not make this? Just because I really just don't want to see it. And he's under no obligation to listen to what I say. And, or what anyone else says. And he put a lot of work into it. I put a lot of work in the ASU, and I still gave that up. But he couldn't give up his little project. And he was in no way obligated to. But I let him know, if you go ahead and make this video, you can count on having me as an enemy. And he made the video, so here the fuck I am. And that's why I was pissed off at him. But as for the video itself doesn't bother me anymore. What bothers me is that, first of all, you know, I asked in the initial stages of its creation, please don't make this fucking video. It's really in poor taste at this point. It's just adding insult to injury. And they didn't listen to that. And before they made the video, a few days before I knew about the video, I asked WebSnarf, what are your feelings about the ASU? Are you really conspiring against us? And he told me he was fine with the ASU. But I later found out that he was not fine with the ASU. He, in fact, hated the fucking ASU. And he also made references to a lot of people involved in this project hating me, personally. So I don't know. If any of you guys hate me, let me fucking know. I don't want to live under the idea that I'm being liked by people who don't actually like me. You know, because I mean, Captain Awesome has written me emails, you know, talking about, you know, certain projects or whatever. And usually I write him back and he never fucking responds, but he's a busy fucking guy, I'm sure. Because I'm fucking busy with 1,000 less subscribers than him, so I know he must get pretty busy on YouTube sometimes. Gisburn has written me some really nice letters in the past. You know, so I don't know who the fuck in this video, who's the fuck against me is what I want to know. If you're against me, then be against me. Don't fucking be some kind of fucking shadow puppet. At least I can respect AnAngel13 for actually having the balls to come up to my fucking face and basically call me an idiot. At least she has the fucking balls to fucking come up to me and tell me how she fucking feels. And I blocked her fucking ass. Because I'm not dealing with that shit. I'm tired of pretending to have thick skin. I don't. Okay? Every little fucking insult that's flung at me, it stings a little bit. Even if it's from someone totally fucking irrelevant and piddling. It's still just fucking hurts a little fucking tiny bit. And every time someone does that, I want to fucking crush them in my hands. You understand that? I want to take their fucking head in my hands and fucking smash it. But you know what's worse than those fucking people is the people who fucking hate you behind your back. And WebSnarf made clear references to people that hate me behind my back. So I want to know who the fuck you are. And I know you're the ones that are low rating my fucking videos. Why did what is it, why is it whenever I mention something like this, whenever I start talking about WebSnarf or I start talking about some of this stuff that's gone on, all of a sudden my videos are rated 3 stars? It's because there are those of you in that little clique giving it 1 star. If you're giving my video 1 star, don't fucking bother. Just unsubscribe. Don't listen to anything I have to say. Fuck you! I don't need your fucking 1 star shit. There's nothing that pisses me off more on YouTube than getting on my fucking video and seeing it rated 3 stars. That pisses me the fuck off. And would you, I get thousands of views per video, so obviously some of you really like watching what I fucking have to say. So if you're one of those people, give me fucking 5 stars to countervail these motherfuckers that are rating me 1 because I don't, not even because of what I fucking think, not even because of what I actually do, just because they don't like my mannerisms. That's really what this whole fucking conflict is about. It's because they want to have that Paul fucking Doman, boring ass motherfucker image. Hi there, I'm the Amazing Atheist. Today we're going to point out some contradictions in the Bible. In John, who gives a fuck? Okay? That's the most boring fucking shit ever. I have no respect for any of you fucking people that get on fucking camera and do that shit. You know, people tell me, well, you're not going to convert Christians doing what you're doing. Oh no! I don't give a fuck about converting Christians. A stupid Christian is just going to become a stupid atheist. It's like changing the label on a jar of pickled dog shit. So knock that shit off. If you don't like me, go away. I don't like you. I don't like your ass either. And don't say I'm closed-minded, okay? Being open-minded consists of being open to new ideas. It consists of being open to constructive criticisms. It doesn't consist of putting up with your shit. If I say fuck you to someone who's told me to fuck myself, that's not being closed-minded. That's having a set of balls. Amazing atheist. And I mean amazing fucking atheist. Peace the fuck out, motherfuckers.